what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Aquaman, the game. And I smell something fishy. So like, comment, subscribe, and tell us your favorite fish. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I was thinking the same thing.
Can't really think. All it is, it's the same thing. We punch people and...
I know your favorite fish is, Luke.
Oh, fish sticks?
It's the clownfish.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. I like the Japanese fighting fish. That's my favorite fish.
I'm pretty sure your favorite fish is the clownfish.
No, I'm terrified of fish.
You like
clowns.
You like clownfish.
No, I don't.
They're your favorite.
I have a question. We are the people that have to protect the palace of Atlantis? The king? This is the king's job? Where's my army? This makes no sense. I mean, I could call like a school of fish to... Shadow, that's great. You want to be on the video, but don't attack the microphone, please. That's on you, Shadow. I just got grabbed by an enemy. Did you see that? No, of course you didn't, because you were headbutting our microphone.
Yep. So we're supposed to defend the palace. I thought we're Aquaman.
Well,
we have to defend everything. We're the king or whatever.
Yeah, but you would like tell your troops to, hey, mermen who I rescued in the first episode.
Maybe your men got destroyed by these people, or maybe they were on break.
On break?
I don't know why they're not defending. You don't have an army?
Yes, he does.
Then where are they? Yeah, that's a good question.
They're playing underwater bingo. Maybe.
I don't know where they are. It's really weird. You'd think you'd command your army.
Or I could make an army out of, like, sea monkeys or something. Maybe he could control sea monkeys, I don't know. Oh, man. So it's just us against these... Come here, Dreadnought. You're gonna dread me grabbing your face and kicking it with my knee. On second thought, shark attack. Meh.
Oh, there's your army, an army of fish.
Yeah, an army of fish that I get by collecting these weird fish pellets.
I feel like that's very unrealistic that he wouldn't have other... Because it's not like he's a half surface dweller, half human right now. He's actually the king of Atlantis at this point, so he would be commanding the entire army of Atlantis.
Yeah, I mean, he could just take a couple of those palace guards that are with him, you know? He's like bellowing at in the lack of cutscenes. So...
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So.
No. But that's Aquaman the game, folks. It's not supposed to make sense because you just... It's rock'em sock'em underwater punching and kicks. That's the entire game. Already we're pretty far though, I think. It feels like it. Most people that I saw, because I did some research on this game, because like, what is the reception of this? Because I feel that the game is playable. It's not a great game. It looks good for 2003. The water physics with the hair and, you know, the bubbles and the combat, it feels like you're underwater if you were a superhero. But they should have added more to it.
Right.
It's the same thing, I'm just kind of hovering in place. There should be a button when I'm surrounded by people where I could, like, spin around in a circle and beat everybody up that's trying to come after me from behind. It's very stiff.
Maybe you have a combo for that, but you have to learn all these weird combos.
I'd have to go back to school to learn these combos.
That's how I feel about every game.
No, these ones in particular. The old GameCube games, N64, PlayStation, you needed to go to some type of
every game that I play, I feel like I need to take a college course in these controls.
They've simplified controls over the years, though. But this was back during the day where they were like, you know what? Let's see what we can do with the different button combinations, and people are gonna love it!
No, people don't love it, because if they did, then more people would be... Well, I don't know how many people played this back in the day.
Well, when it originally released, because it was so behind, they put it on store shelves for $20, and that's how yours truly got it.
Oh, wow.
It was one of the last games I bought when I lived in Illinois.
How much were most GameCube games then?
When they first came out?
Mm-hmm.
$49 to $59.
Oh, okay, so $20 wasn't good then.
No! In fact, I don't ever remember any of the video game press sites that I used to read back then ever covering this game. It just kind of Batman Dark Tomorrow came out, and then this one just kind of snuck up there like, oh, look, Aquaman's got a game too. Don't you want to play it? It's only $20.
Yeah.
But actually, this is not my original copy. Several years ago, Amber and I were at a comic book store convention or something, and I saw this there for like $10 and I bought it again because my copy was missing for the longest time, and I was just kind of like, because I told you guys when Aquaman was going to come out in the theaters in December that Amber and I would play this average Aquaman game, and we didn't have it anymore. All right, I want answers. Where's Black Manta? Foolish king, you have no idea what's going on. I won't ask you again. Where is he? The Leviathan, he'll be there soon. That's all I know, I swear. Then it will have to do. What are you gonna do?
Dun dun dun!
Bam?
Bam!
Did you punch him with your hook hand? That's wrong. Sire, Prince Garth has returned and is awaiting you in his throne room. I'm on my way. Put him with the other prisoners to be tortured with sharks.
You sound like a Phil Lamar Aquaman.
Really? Okay, I'll take that as a compliment because Phil Lamar is the Young Justice Aquaman.
Yeah, you sound like him as Aquaman.
Shadow, can you just pick somebody's lap?
I think you sound cool.
Thank you. Garth, what have you discovered? I spotted Manta's fleet, and I'll give you one guess where it's headed. Great. From what the Prince Garth says, it is being led by an enormous battlecruiser, the Leviathan.
But you're like adding your own K-Wing twist to it, which is cool.
I like K-Wing twists, it's fun. It's nice to see Garth again. You know of it? Of course I do. Well, it's the largest sub I've ever seen. Can we play as Garth? He has water powers. Prepare the fleet. We'll face Black Manta directly. Tempest, I'd like you to lead the interior guard, protect Atlantis. If we fail, you will be the last hope for this city. Well, now we know where Garth is.
Yep. Where's Garth?
Inside of Atlantis.
Ah.
Target Atlantis and fire! I want to see this city in ruins!
That was cool.
Zap! Pew 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 pew! Blam! Yeah, we have to provide our own sound effects. Pew 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 pew! Engage the enemy! I'm going to stop the Leviathan. Aye, my liege. We heard the king. Take care of these subs. For Atlantis!
For Atlantis!
Mission
For Atlantis.
7. The
For
fleet.
Atlantis.
Destroy the Leviathan thing.
What's the Leviathan, that giant ship?
Yeah, that thing.
Whose ship is that?
Black Mantis.
Black Manta has his own giant ship?
Yeah, you're gonna see the Leviathan or a version of it in the Aquaman movie, I
Where
think.
did he get the ship from? Like,
eBay?
he built it, like, himself? Without an army?
He has an army.
He has an entire army? Why? I thought he's just like a rogue person, like...
No, he's got an army to fight Atlantis. I don't know where that army came from. Yes, I do. Wait, no. Maybe.
I don't know where...
Orm!
Oh, Orms are...
I'm pretty sure Orm was like...
army.
He made a civil war in Atlantis. So maybe there was like... The loyalists for Orm joined his army, and the people loyal to Atlantis stayed with the true king, Aquaman. Maybe. Maybe I just spoiled the movie without even knowing. But this game and the movie are all kind of based on the New 52 book. Although this game predates the New 52. But it's still the same concept of Orm trying to take over the kingdom. Or, you know, Aquaman coming to usurp the king and become the ruler because he's the true heir. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, what just happened? Nuts. Hopefully people aren't keeping track of these.
That's 3. No, I'm just...
Alright, let's try this again. So now I know where my health is. So it's just like Star Fox. See that circle thingy up there with our ship? That's our health.
Yeah.
The green bar is our thrusters, and the blue bar is our missiles.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm not seeing right now is a way for us to refill our health. Or missiles. So once we're out, we're out.
I don't see a way to refill the... Wait, which one is our health again?
The shields.
Oh,
See
up
it?
there in
the circle.
corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Missiles away! Underwater. Wait, they wouldn't be missiles, they'd be torpedoes. You can't really shoot missiles under the water. You can shoot torpedoes.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know that, actually.
Oh, missiles require an explosion to move. Torpedoes use something else.
I didn't know all that smarticle stuff.
Ah, it's just from war games. Ow!
Yay for war games!
I used to play a lot of those. Not so much anymore. The only one that I'll be doing in 2019 is... I almost called it Top Gun. Ace Combat?
Oh, right. I thought you said we were doing some kind of flight sim or something like that.
Flight Combat Sim in 2019.
Yeah.
It's coming out in February, I believe. There aren't really... They haven't announced a lot of games yet for 2019. They're still kind of trickling, you know, out, or will. There's some that have official release dates. And you'll see more of those start to trickle in as soon as, like, January kicks off. A lot of games that were supposed to come out in 2018 have already got moved to 2019. There was this one game in particular I've been wanting to play with you for some time for the Switch. It's that really cool anime game. Where you play this little kid, and it's all first-person viewed, and it's really cool, but I keep forgetting the name of it, and they keep delaying it. It was supposed to come out in 2018, or 2017, then 2018, and now it's going to come out in 2019.
That's cool.
But I can't remember the name of it.
Anime game, yeah.
Every time I ask Tony about it, he's like, I haven't heard much about this game. It's like, it's real, it was teased. Years ago.
Yeah, I'm sure I knew what it was a while ago, I just probably can't think of what it is right now. I'm sure you probably told me about it a while.
I wrote it down somewhere in our email. Like, you would have to go back and look at a list of games that we requested from our PR guy. And it should be on there for 2018. And I think I would like to throw together a video like our top 10 games of 2018 that we liked playing. That were new.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then do another one in January, our top 10 favorite Let's Plays for the year. And then you could choose whatever, you know, Let's Play we did in 2018 and put it in that list.
We did more than 10 Let's Plays?
We did 150.
Different games?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I didn't realize we do that many games a year.
Yeah, we did quite a bit. We played close to 200 games, and as far as series, I think we did at least 50. 50 series. Pretty sure.
Cool. Fascinating.
Because you have to remember, we look at a lot of games that they aren't more than 20 episodes. So as soon as that game's over, we roll over to the next one. Aquaman, while it's kind of an annoying game, and like we said, it's playable, I don't see this lasting 20 episodes. Probably going to be like the Spider-Man game, 5 to 6 episodes, something like that.
Oh, yeah. Wow, really? You think this will only be like 5 to 6 episodes?
Yeah, I mean, there's probably like 20 missions, but like...
Yeah, for us to just play these...
Right. Usually the missions, once I get better at the combat, I'm pretty sure the missions will go by much smoother. Shadow, just sit still. We'll feed you after. That's what you want. We're trying to attack the Leviathan, and you're making it difficult with all your prancing kittenness.
She's squirming.
Yes, she is. It's because she has fear of water. Yet she drinks water. I never understood that. Cats don't like water.
Maybe she's afraid of her water hole.
But, you know, they
drink water.
They drink water, exactly.
You hypocrite, Shadow.
I tried to give her a bath once, and she ran. Like the fastest I've ever seen her run, as soon as she fell in the water.
We've taken her to PetSmart to get a bath. She got a bath there.
How did she do with that? Because when I tried to give her one, she like almost...
They're professionals there. They know how to soothe cats and stuff like that.
Professional bath givers.
Yeah. Yeah, and like, actually, when I originally like made the appointment, it said that she would get a free trim with it, and then when I brought them in, I was so freaked out because I was thinking like, why would they trim my cat's hair? That would be weird. And then they were like, oh, did you want us to shave your cat? Like, when they brought her in, and I was like, no, please don't shave my cat. And they're like, oh, good, because it said you wanted her trimmed, and I was like...
See, I would think a trim would be her nails. That's the impression I would have.
Yeah. Well, they did her nails, and then that was when I was, like, going all out with my cats. Now I'm just basically scraping by to get them even food. But when we lived in Lidditz, like, I thought... Anyway. What?
When we lived in that other place.
Oh, right, when we lived in that other place. Yeah.
Well, while you were talking, I kind of figured out how to do the health thing now. Because our shields were getting lower and lower. There's like these yellow energy balls. I don't know how they come about, but maybe it's just like Star Fox. You shoot down a bunch of ships and they reward you eventually with some health, but... that's how I've been able to stay alive this long, but I have to say that battling the Leviathan is kind of tedious. Like, it's not quite as exciting as the first time we got inside this sea thing.
Feels like we're battling an Imperial space cruiser.
Really slowly. Whoops.
Yeah, it feels like we're battling an elephant, like we're a bunch of fleas attacking an elephant.
Well, I just found out that we can actually shoot down our own people, just like in Star Fox. Because I just...
Well, that's fun.
Well, that guy perished for his king.
His king was displeased with his air combat.
Actually, it was
like, I'm removing you from the force permanently.
It was an accidental shoot down.
Oh, right.
It was hard for me to tell the difference between my troops and theirs. Don't you remember in that one of my favorite levels in Star Fox is basically the aliens? Like, or the Independence Day scene where that spaceship is orbiting the base and...
Oh, yeah.
There's all these ships, like, fighting each other in this really cool dogfight. When Star Fox team joins up with Bill's forces, it's really hard to tell the difference between Andross's ships and the other guys. So I would always end up friendly firing the dog people because I couldn't tell who was who.
Yeah.
Until Bill would say, "Hey, Fox! That guy's on our side!" And I'd be like,
gosh.
"Oh, I feel so bad,
We're like...
oops."
I like it when the Falco was like, "Hey Einstein, I'm on your side." That's right, Shadow.
Yeah, but I shoot him down deliberately. And off Shadow goes into the magical place that is known as the basement. Or not.
Yeah, I just don't know what... I just had to get up to see if my cat needed to go down. Basement, apparently, she just likes meowing at people for no reason.
I told you, she wants to play, or she can tell that this is an underwater world and she's very uncomfortable. So...
She's uncomfortable because of the virtual water.
Exactly.
Oh my
Virtual
gosh.
water looks pretty decent for 23. Or 2003. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they make it look a little bit wobbly.
A little wobbly, yeah. So, right now, we are doing the Star Wars thing. We're attacking the bridge of a Star Destroyer, and eventually... it'll go down! Wow!
Yay!
That was longer than it need be. Maybe. Either that or I was just terrible at this level.
I feel like if you really did have a base at the bottom of the ocean, though, it'd be so freaking dark down there.
Yeah, that's something that this game is doing a little bit differently. I can actually see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean...
I'll follow Black Manta. Take care of the rest of the enemy subs. My army that just randomly showed up. Yes, sir! With the Leviathan gone, we'll have these flaggers taken care of soon. I don't know, stragglers, flaggers.
We'll have these Christmas presents wrapped in no time.
You have some paper somewhere.
We'll have this hot chocolate and cookies made.
That would be fun. Uh-oh.
Dun dun dun!
Kaboom!
Kablamo!
No, it's kaboom, see?
Kapow!
Alright, let's go!
I'm sorry, it does say kaboom.
That's cool. Manta's lair. The Manta's lair.
The Manta's lair. It's his lair, not his room or his crib or his apartment. It's his lair. This could be our lair where we live.
Disable the generators to enter Black Manta's base?
I thought it was his lair.
I guess they changed the name of it. Now it's the base. I would never want to live in an underwater place, because if somehow something happened, I don't want to sink or drown like that.
Can you imagine if there was like a tube that was basically feeding air from the surface world, and like a little dolphin came by and just bit the tube?
I can now! I didn't used to think that, but...
You know that they actually have apartments for sale, like at the bottom of like the ocean and stuff?
Yep.
And like they actually have tubes like that that feed like the air and water and stuff like that.
Too fishy.
And that's exactly why I wouldn't want to live there, because...
Aha!
I wouldn't want a dolphin to accidentally... or a little crab to snip the tube with his little pincher.
Yeah, there's nothing really
I'm so
protecting
dark.
that. Yes, yes you are. Or a submarine could come by. There's a lot of what ifs.
Yep. I mean, it's probably more stable than what I'm thinking, but it's just... anything is possible. An earthquake could happen.
Shark.
Shark, whale.
Big whale.
A whale could hit it. Well,
No, a whale could hit the house.
yeah, you're right.
I mean, it would be cool to travel up Jetson style from where we live, like a little elevator with neon lights going up to the surface.
That would be cool.
What is this? Ah! Ah! Whoops! What? How did I break it? I used my hook. Well, at least the hook is good for something now. But you got your wish now. It's dark, Amber. It's hard for me to see where I'm going now. Thanks for that.
I got my wish. Yay.
I can vaguely...
It's more realistic now.
I don't want it to be realistic. I want to see where I'm going.
More realism. I think it should be pitch black and you can't even see the hand in front of your face.
Well, maybe my hand has, like, glowworm powers and it can glow.
Well, I'm thinking Aquaman has tons of powers like that. Plus, if he had a city underwater, there'd be so many lights around the city. It would just be like Times Square in the middle of the night.
Stop it, you fiends.
Times Square doesn't look dark in the middle of the night. It looks bright.
Yeah, Atlantis.
Atlantis would look like that all the time.
Well, in the Aquaman movie, Atlantis is like this big glowing beacon underwater.
There you go. So it's glowing, so it has like electricity, yeah.
No, it doesn't have electricity. It does something.
Oh.
Probably like millions of eels power. I don't know.
Well, it could be eels or...
something alien or sci-fi-y.
Well, people say that I don't know, people say that Atlanteans and ancient people, like, a long time ago...
We're still under the water shadow.
Like, more than 5,000, 10,000 years ago, had, like, ancient technology, like... Basically, some people think the pyramids were, like, ancient electricity technology, and that Atlanteans had, like, technology similar to that. Basically, it wouldn't be electricity like we have right now, but it'd be electricity where you basically, kind of the way that solar power works, you would basically not use solar power, but you would use ground power. So you would actually suck the power from the ground. That's because as the Earth spins, it's actually already churning energy out. We just don't know a way to use that energy. Some people actually say Nikola Tesla figured out a way to do that. And that's the same kind of...
Whoa.
What?
Nothing. We beat an elite. Ah, look at this!
An elite.
Some days you just can't get rid of a... what?
An elite thing.
Big... whatever this is.
And yeah, that's what... I mean, or...
That's just walking animation. That is so...
You know...
I don't know. I had a nightmare, though, that someone requested that we play Superman 64, and I had a stroke.
Yeah.
It was a live stream.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, I know, but it happened over the summer in 2018.
Oh my gosh. Well, that didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. So everything's good.
I mean, some people say that, like, there's that ground energy, like, thing. That, like, some people say that they've seen, like, crystal pyramids under the ocean. Mm-hmm. So that would be, like, going along with what the Greeks say, that the Atlanteans knew the Egyptians, which could make sense, why they both had pyramids. And that some people say that actually they're crystal pyramids under the Bermuda Triangle, which could explain, like, why there's some kind of energy source coming from Bermuda Triangle that's, like, messing people up. But, whatever. I'm just a person with too much time spent on the internet because I work on the internet, so I've watched too many YouTube videos.
Well,
that's an understatement.
Yeah, that is an understatement. I have no idea how to get inside that. It looks like Black Manta has some type of force field over his garage door opener.
Yeah, I think, and then, like, that's the whole thing, like, with, like, you could either use ground energy, like, with wires to get energy, to power yourself under the ocean, or you can use crystals, which supposedly can use ground energy to do it. But
You've lost me with crystals and ground energy. Fascinating.
You know, they actually had another way to do electricity that's not the light bulb.
Ah!
But they didn't want to use it because they needed an energy that people had to pay monthly for. And if you found out how to use that ground energy, you wouldn't have to pay monthly for it, which would mean electricity would be free for all people on the Earth.
Well, once we discover Atlantis, you know,
then we'll have free energy for everyone, and then no one will have an electric bill anymore, and Con Edison will be out of a job.
Goodbye, Con Edison, the true enemy of surface people.
Maybe they're the ones hiding the location of Atlantis, so no one learns how to use ground energy and have free electricity.
I don't know. The biggest enemy that I can think of is the people that add, what is that thing? They add stuff to your internet that doesn't really give you full access to your internet, so you have to pay more to use it.
Oh,
What do they call that?
Oh my gosh, usage fees or something.
I forget. We used to talk about it a bunch.
Yeah, limit, like data limits.
Data limits. There you go. Yeah, those are the true villains. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, but
3 more to go.
anyway, I'm sorry that was a really long explanation, but I do think if Atlantis really there is something under the sea or whatever, it has to be powered by ground energy. That's my opinion. I don't know how ground energy works. I don't think a lot of people... I think if people did know how it worked, then everyone would be using it, because then we wouldn't have to pay. I'd go on gerbil cat power, though. Basically have my cat on a giant gerbil wheel.
Okay.
Just that.
So, have you noticed something different about this level besides it being dark and, like, some of the guys we fight?
The people look like crabs with little red hands?
No, not just that.
Okay.
You notice how Aquaman hasn't been able to summon any of his fishy friends.
Oh my gosh, that's weird.
This entire battle, maybe Black Manta has, like, I don't know, a no fish policy, like no pets allowed. Because, I mean, I haven't even seen any of those little, usually they have the little tokens for you to collect, so you can summon aquatic life to aid the King of the Sea.
That's right.
It's not here. So this level, which, again, I haven't seen many clips online of people beating this game, so we might be one of the few that ends up doing it.
That would be cool. Yeah, maybe people went insane before the end.
I mean, the game, I could see that parts of it are really boring. It does feel like they're looping the music, but they're really not. I mean, this is a different composition. It feels similar to a lot of the Atlantean stuff we've heard in this game. It's not the most amazing stuff. I mean, a lot of this music, it sounds like the dude who did Rogue Squadron on the N64. If I was really thinking about, you know, man, this style sounds familiar. I wonder if it's the dude who did the Rogue Squadron 64 game, because they got a different person to do the Rogue Leader game, which still argue to death that's the best Star Wars combat flight sim. Great game.
Rogue Leader, are you talking about, is that the Gamecube version?
Yep, the Gamecube version that blew everybody away with its better visuals and cutscenes and soundtrack of the movie and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Gamecube,
You like the original Rogue Squadron more.
I like the N64. I like N64 everything better than Gamecube. Maybe it's just also the controller I like way better.
A lot of people didn't really like the N64 controller.
It was much easier for me to hold and function with. GameCube controller I couldn't figure out. It was very awkward for me to hold. My hands are very tiny, and only certain controllers work with my hands. N64 did work with my freakishly small hands.
Come on, you fiend! Go away!
So, your enemy has an army, but you just have yourself.
No, I have an army, but they don't, like, do what I tell them to. I mean, I did say stay back and protect Atlantis, the few of you that I didn't shoot down in that skirmish. But I could have, like, you know, a couple, or I could even get some mercenaries to come with me. Or I could even get Aqualad and be like, Aqualad, The two of us would be better than just Aquaman by himself.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that, like, I don't know, it's weird that Aquaman has to do this all on his own. It's just really strange.
Yes, it is. It's also strange that he's not wearing his orange shirt. It's 90s though, so he has like kind of gladiator armor. Just kind of like a breastplate and a thing on his arm. He looks like a gladiator.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Kinda does. Jason Momoa, or whatever his name is, he kinda looks like a gladiator, too.
He was kind of born to play the 90s version of Aquaman.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think he would look... If they gave him a royal haircut or something, which I don't think they will, I think it would be horribly wrong to change Jason Momoa's look. He has that beard and the long hair because of the characters he played in like a medieval show, a couple different medieval shows.
Yeah.
Like
oh, right.
But I think he could also pull off, you know, clean-cut Aquaman too after he marries Mira, because Aquaman didn't always look like Mr. Scraggly beard and long hair. That was a 90s thing. He was clean cut and shaven the longest time.
Oh, wow. That's really interesting.
Yeah, well, I guess he just kind of forgoes that and he's like, you know what? I got my hook hand. I don't wear shirts. There's a no-shirt policy in Atlantis. So, yeah. Atlantis is only for manly men with hook hands.
Yeah. That's right.
I hope the Black Manta fight is more than just this, though, because this is just kind of, I don't know, everybody's just exchanging blows back and forth. It's like, my turn! What? How did I do that?
Oh my gosh, what just happened?
I used my hook hand and tied up the dude, but I have no idea how I did it.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I'm gonna have to go on the internet and see if there's like a list of easy to use combos or something, because I would like to show people how to do it. And before I forget, we're getting questions that aren't really about Aquaman or any of the DC stuff on this video. Those of you asking about some of the previous Let's Plays we've completed, like Lego Marvel 2 or other games, if you are unable to unlock a certain character, we have the season pass. So we paid for a season pass, and that's how we tend to get to characters. So try downloading Season Pass for your game, and you should be okay with that. More or less.
That's cool.
Defeat Black Manta.
Dun dun dun.
Uh-oh. Nope. I think this is going to be a lengthy level. So we're going to end here, guys and gals. Thank you so much for watching another outrageous Aquaman adventure.
Yay, outrageous!
The Battle for Atlantis, Episode 3. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell us your favorite fish in the comment section below. We'll see you with more Aquaman goodness tomorrow on Christmas Eve. God bless and happy gaming.